Florida GOP leaders are vowing to reevaluate Disney's privileges at its Orlando theme park over its opposition to Florida's Parental Rights and Education bill, what many critics have dubbed the Don't Say Gay bill. Florida State Rep Spencer Roach tweeting this out, saying, yesterday was the second meeting in a week with fellow legislators to discuss a repeal of the 1967 Reedy Creek Improvement Act, which allows Disney to act as its own government. If Disney wants to embrace woke ideology, it seems fitting that they should be regulated by Orange County. We'll keep a close eye on that. Joining us now to discuss, New York Post columnist, Florida resident, and also mom, Karol Markowicz. Karol, welcome back to National Report here. Just your thoughts on what's playing out in Florida and Disney really getting involved in this new legislation.
Yeah, I think Disney made a massive mistake here. They really didn't realize who their target audience is. It's little children and their parents who watch the movies, go to the parks, and just consume all of the Disney content. So for them to get involved in this debate and really come out as aggressively pushing gender ideology on small children, I think is going to be a really huge unforced error for them.
And we got a closer look at sort of what was the plan behind the scenes when it comes to sort of removing gender from their theme parks. Yeah. In fact, here's part of that internal call. Take a listen.
Last summer, we removed all of the gendered greetings in relationship to our live spiels. So we no longer say ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We've provided training for all of our cast members in relationship to that. So now they know it's hello everyone or hello friends. We are in the process of changing over those recorded messages. And so many of you are probably familiar when we brought the fireworks back to the Magic Kingdom. We no longer say ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We say dreamers of all ages.
But they're making changes. Karol, is this significant?
It is. It erases the idea of gender, really. And you know what's interesting about that is how many people does it really affect when you say ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? How many people don't find a category among those words for themselves? I really don't think that it affects any people. I mean, really, how many could it possibly be? So Disney is really going beyond just making people feel welcome. What they're really doing here is adhering to a really far left ideology that says that there is no gender, that we don't have to be boys or girls, ladies or gentlemen, that we can be something else entirely. And it's really a problem for Disney that they've aligned themselves with these insane people.
One other thing of note that came from sort of this company call is essentially that they want to incorporate characters that identify as LGBTQ or racial minorities, and they said they want to increase that by at least 50% of the new characters by the end of the year. What do you make of that and sort of what that tells you about where the priorities of this company are?
Again, I think that they're catering to a real fringe here. I don't think anybody has a problem with LGBT characters or racial minority characters. I mean, they've had that all along. I think the issue is when you make it such a targeted thing and you say, we're going to make it a focus of our company, we're going to make it a focus of our content, parents get really worried about what this means for their kids. And couple it with their gender ideology pushing, I think that parents shouldn't let kids just automatically watch Disney movies anymore. I think they're telling you that they're including this kind of information in their content, that they're doing it on purpose and that they want to indoctrinate your children. So you really have to monitor what kids are watching in a way that maybe you didn't have to before with Disney.
And, you know, you make it seem like it's just as easy as turning off the channel, right? Not paying attention, not watching these movies, but it's so ingrained into our culture. So many kids grow up watching Disney and they dream of going to Disney World.
Right.
You know, is this going to be a sacrifice for some families who might want to scale back their contributions to this major company?
It's going to be definitely difficult for families. It's going to be difficult for my family. Yesterday, my 6-year-old son was looking over my shoulder at my column in the New York Post, and it said Disney Plus on it. And he was like, ooh, Disney Plus. It was automatic. I live in Florida now. Obviously, we were planning to go to the parks with my kids. But now we're going to put that off. We're going to see how Disney responds to this criticism that they're getting from parents saying, we don't want this. What are you doing? What are you becoming? And if Disney doesn't respond, and it's been a few days now and they haven't, then parents have gotten what they need from the company, and then they should really accept that the company does not care about them, does not worry about their business, and will proceed in their leftist ideology ways with or without them.
Yeah, just sharing part of your column. You note that now Disney employees will not be greeting your daughter with the friendly "Hello, Princess" greeting that she might typically see. Karol Markowicz taking the time this morning. Thank you, Karol. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.